What's up, gang? It's your man Keith here, and we are locked in back with another episode of Keith's Success Podcast. Shout out to everyone out there. Told y'all I'm gonna try to be back as much as I can, as much consistently as I can. Shout out to everyone out there, man. You guys see it, man. I'm in my basketball mood today. Shout out to Boston Celtics. Shout out to the Dallas Mavericks. I'm going to go head-to-head in the NBA Finals next Thursday. Shout out to both of those teams, man. Great series. Shout out to Ant-Man, Cat, and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trying to get a good fight in, but they couldn't stop Luka, man. Luka Magic and Kyrie Irving, man. Some dogs on the court, man. I'm telling you. Oh, my God. It's something special. But we're back with another episode. Key Success Podcast, episode 8. You guys know how it go. We're gonna run through a couple questions, some topics, give some word of advice, and you guys know how it goes. Just give me your takes, your thoughts, opinions. Share, comment, like, share, subscribe, do all of that down below. Y'all hit me up, man. I'll be looking for questions every single week. Try to shoot every once in a while. Sometimes I fumble and struggle with some questions. So if anything y'all would like me to talk about, I very much appreciate it. So gonna run through these and let's get started. So first thing I want to talk about is on the subject of basketball in the NBA. We're gonna talk about, do you think Nikola Jokic deserved to win his third MVP title this year? Now, personally, I'm gonna say that this year, I would say he did deserve it. Nikola Jokic is the best big man center in the game right now. I would put him, as of right now, still the best player in the NBA right now. But if Luka Doncic wins the championship, if he wins Finals MVP, and if he still has his statistics going on, he's first heading into the playoffs in points, rebounds, and assists. If he keeps this up in that pace, then I would say that he will take over the league NBA as the next best player. But as in terms of this year, regular season, then Jokic deserved to win his third MVP? I would say no. And personally, I would say no because of the way I saw SGA, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, just took over the entire regular season this year in terms of taking that young team into the playoffs and into the conference semifinals and losing to Dallas. But just the growth that I've seen over the past few years from Shea and this new young team is definitely inspiring to see. And with a couple of more big bodies, they could easily have gotten past Dallas and easily been in the finals this year. But I would give it to SGA, man. If you look at his stats, he had 50 career games this season with over 30 points. No other person in the NBA has done that this year. So that's just my opinion, my thoughts on it. I would have gave it to SGA, but shout out to Jokic still for holding down the league as one of the best players of all time in the NBA for winning his third MVP trophy. So shout out to him. Next thing I want to talk about is just how to get over your shy phase and just learn how to speak up for yourself in terms of any situation and how to gain confidence. I would say, if you guys don't know who I am personally, I struggled a lot through this with high school, and I think I talked about it a little bit on this channel before, just about being shy and just being in your shell. And just personally, what happened with me is just I just kept a small group of friends with me. And it's just like that to this day, but I would rather have those small group of friends who hold me down and hold me accountable and know who I am truly as a person than to just flock with a big group of people, and you never know who has their true intentions out, for over someone. You don't know if someone's going to be genuinely happy for you at the end of the day, or are they envious behind you and your success. You don't know who to call your quote-unquote friends these days. So shout out to everyone in my small circle. Still a circle, but y'all guys know who y'all are, who kept me grounded and kept me humble and kept me who I am and appreciated for me being me. And that goes without saying enough. So you just have to find those select, group of people. And then needless to say that you even have to find those people. Just be who you are, be happy for who you are, know that you're a good person, and don't change for anyone. And that's just going to make you an overall better person. It's going to help you gain confidence, not only in yourself, but your abilities. And it's gonna make you speak up for yourself. It's bring a certain type of swag, certain type of energy level, confidence that no one is ever going to take from you. And that's something that's going to be very, very important for you down the road at the end of the day. So just keep that in mind. Sorry. Next thing I want to talk about is I just want to give a quick congrats to everyone out there who graduated this year, whether in high school or college in 2024. Shout out to everyone out there. Y'all have made it. Huge milestone. Hopefully I'll be right behind y'all in the year, late 2024, 2025, year in the fall, spring semester. But I've seen a lot of graduates this year, and it's always inspiring to see, with college and school, it's kind of skeptical, especially around this time of generation, knowing that, hey, you don't have to necessarily go to college to have a decent job or anything like that. And I would say, yeah, you're right. But in terms of what you want to do and what field you want to pursue, then you might have to take that step into college. Everyone's path is different. So whether you decide what you want to do, it's your decision, and just make the most of it. But I definitely just want to send a huge congrats to everyone out there. And whatever you decide to do with your life, just keep moving forward, work hard, and all your dreams are going to come true. So next thing I want to talk about is, I'm going to talk about my experience going to the Gunna concert. I went to see Gunna. Shout out to Gunna, man. Live, Houston, Texas. Saw him Saturday night at the 713 Music Hall at like around 8 p.m. I want to say, I forgot who opened up for him. Flo Milli opened up for him. I'm not a big Flo Milli fan. If you guys are, I apologize. Out of all of her songs she did on her run, I noticed one song. It blew up on TikTok. Of course it did on TikTok. But yeah, she was great energy. But Gunna, man, that energy, that aura he brings to his shows, to that crowd. If you guys haven't checked out one of his concerts, you can go on YouTube right now, just search Gunna concert, and you can watch the whole hour, almost 2-hour clip of the show. It was basically something like that, but just to experience that live and in person, it's nothing better. He doesn't get tired. He's gotten better shape through all of the animosity allegations that he's fought when coming out of jail with the snitching and he's a rat. It's just great to see someone like that face that type of adversity and just keep their head down and just keep going. That's something that's very inspiring. So shout out to Gunna, man. Shut it down. It was sold out. Shout out to everyone who was out there. The show was amazing. It was a vibe. So I seen Drake, seen Gunna. Next, I might have to go pull up on Chris Brown, man. If you guys didn't know, Chris Brown, Level 11 Tour, that album, even the deluxe, was chef's kiss, I promise you. I think he's coming to Houston in July. But I want to say maybe it's at the Toyota Center. I'm not sure yet. Might have to go check that out. I don't know yet. But then after that, I'll be good. I'll be set for some of my favorite artists to go see him live in concert, man. Real dope experience. It's just a vibe, man. Just going out, listening to some good music with a whole bunch of people just vibing. Can't ask for nothing else better, man. So shout out to everyone on that. Next thing I want to do is talk about none other than the W, man. The big W, WNBA. Shout out to Kaylin Clark, Angel Reese, all the rookies, all the veterans. Actually, tomorrow, because today's Friday, I'm shooting this on Friday. Tomorrow, Saturday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Pacific Time, Indiana Fever is going to be taking on the Chicago Sky in a Commissioner's Cup for the WNBA game. So we're going to see another matchup, y'all, between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Shout out to LSU and Iowa, man. I'm just playing with y'all. Shout out to both of those teams, both awesome rookies. Gonna do battle one more time. Every time they link up together, it's a vibe. It's something special. It's the competitive energy. If you guys aren't a fan of basketball, like I'm a big Kobe fan, and you guys know when Kobe, before he passed away, him with Gigi, he just brought so much attention to the W with Sabrina Ionescu, and just with his children's film that he shot that won him an Oscar. Just everything that gravitated towards him leaving the game and how he was still a part of it in so many different ways. It was just awe-inspiring. But shout out to them, and I want to talk about specifically with the WNBA is that they need to broadcast more national televised games. I understand that it's only 12 games, not 12 games, 12 teams right now for the WNBA. You know, I think we got 2 expansion teams coming, one in San Francisco and one expansion in Toronto. So we're going to jump from 12 to 14. And I think potentially 2 more teams supposed to be announced so that we should get 16 teams. But in terms of that, I know that if you want to watch a regular scheduled WNBA game, you might have to get the WNBA League Pass through YouTube, might have to have the NBA TV app, or you might just have to stream it, whether it's on Amazon Prime or any other platform. I'm saying the way that these ladies are killing it on the basketball court, they just need to be scheduled. No ifs, ands, and buts. The WNBA is growing. It's rapidly popular. People are selling out arenas, stadiums, season ticket holders to these games, broadcast them live. It's the summertime. Tomorrow's June 1st. Other than, okay, I get it, other than the NBA Finals that's about to take place next Thursday, for me, there's basically nothing else to watch. I'm basically basketball and football, me type of person. So it's kind of hand in hand. So if it's not the NBA playoffs, the finals playing, then shout out to the W, man. Give the WNBA a shout out and put their games on TV. It's simple. Make a contract, get these networks going, let's have it. Because we don't want to hear any excuses when the W gets too big that we can't make this happen already. It should have been happening now. We need to get these ladies the respect and the admiration and their flowers that they deserve. Shout out to the WNBA, man. I love y'all. Y'all killing it. Y'all brought so much attention, notoriety to y'all brand, to the sport of basketball, and I'm just happy to see this sport that I love grow, and I will continue to love it. So shout out to everyone for their team, whatever city you're in, whether it's Connecticut, Chicago, Seattle, doesn't matter. Whether your team is, lock in to these players, these athletes. They're phenomenal. Go follow them, go support. It's here. And we're not going anywhere anytime soon, I promise you. So shout out to those ladies. Next thing I want to talk about is, quick little thing. And I'm serious about this. Anybody hit me on my social, doesn't matter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, comment, whatever, workout partner. Like, I've been struggling trying to get back in the gym. Not really necessarily been struggling, but just with work and everything, it's kind of a iffy situation. But workout partner don't matter. We don't have to go every day. Just get in that work, get in that mode, that mindset, that grind. Just let me know. Workout partner. Doesn't even just chill. We could just chill, even be a guest on the podcast or whatever you guys want to do. Like I said, hit me up. I'm trying to grow this platform of mine. I know some of you guys might not want to just hear my voice all the time. Maybe you guys want to have another opinion on here. You know, I brought my brothers up here one time, B and Smurf. Shout out to y'all. But at the same time, you know, if you guys are interested, hit me up. I won't mind. We can set something up. If you want to set it up in here, if I'll come to you, whatever we can to try to make things work, you know? So it's just something to pass the time, something I'm very passionate about. And I'm really want to get this thing going with y'all. So y'all hit me up on that. Next thing I want to talk about is briefly thoughts on the Diddy assault video on Cassie and the entire situation he has put himself in. I'm just gonna talk about this for a brief second because I don't want to be TMZ-ish, but if you guys didn't see the video of Diddy assaulting Cassie, I think this was back in 2016. Horrific video. If you guys seen his apology, I think it just made him look even worse. And I believe no matter who you are, what type of celebrity status you may have, you should always just be held accountable. If you guys look at Donald Trump, for example, he just got indicted guilty for his hush money cause that he did, I think it was last year. And whether he gets indicted, whether in July or later this year in 2024, who knows? Like, people need to understand, no matter what status you may have, if you do something that is horrific, you are still a human being and you will need to be charged to the letter of the law, and justice needs to be brought to you. Simple as that. We can't keep moving the goalposts for certain people, no matter whatever your status is, money you have, power, influence, because not everyone is above the standard, and we need to remember that. So next thing I want to do is talk about word of advice. Do not let social media impact you in a way to cause real life stress, because it's only an escape portal. Meaning that people use social media platforms to escape their reality. And whether you believe or don't believe whether people might say on their platform, they're using it to entertain. They're using it to escape, to pass time, to make a business, to make a living, to make a new way of life in terms of sake. So just don't always look at things at face value, surface level. It's just a way to express themselves. And that's all I'm trying to say. Don't let anyone say anything different about you that's gonna cause you to look at them in a certain way or cause unnecessary stress on your life or their lives, because this is a platform publicly, but people can say one thing on a platform publicly and not mean it or say something different to you privately. So just remember that. Next thing I want to do is bring up just hope everyone is safe out there in Dallas, Texas, who went through that horrific storm that lost the lives of 7 people. Prayers up to all of those lives who were lost and their families. And just hope that everyone this upcoming hurricane season, potentially that we don't have it. I think we didn't have one in the past last year, maybe 2 years, but if so, if things start to get bad, especially here in Louisiana, just everyone just prepare, get y'all generators, y'all flashlights, canned goods, anything y'all need to be prepared for this upcoming hurricane season, especially with the weather and how it's been. We just need everyone in a safe and a positive mindset. So next thing I want to do is give another word of advice, is to try to prioritize more sleep at an earlier time if possible. Now for me, I've been working a night shift job at my new job, so I don't think this applies to me as much as I can, but I've definitely been moody lately for some reason. Not necessarily moody, but just when I get back home at 6 o'clock, I hate that I come back and I literally sleep damn near the whole day. Like, I'll go to bed at 6 or 7 when I get off. Understandable, after working a damn near 12-hour shift, and then don't wake up till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And That's basically my whole day. And if I have to work up the next day at 6, then I have a few hours to get myself prepared for the other shift. So just needless to say, like, whatever you guys have to do, knock it out, do it. But at the same time, take care of yourselves, take care of your body, know your body, learn from your body, eat, hydrate, sleep, pray, prioritize your health. Just get that positive mindset, feeling whatever you have to do, just keep it going. Because, and I focus more on sleep because that's just something I've been feeling lately. You know, definitely a night owl type of person, but at the same time, I can scale it back just a little bit, you know, from time to time. So just a little word of advice on that. Next thing I want to do is, oh, this is another thing. Okay, first thing I talked about was sleep. Next thing, food. If you guys know any new recipes, favorite recipes, or restaurants that I need to go try in whatever state, if I ever so happen to go to that damn state, hit me up, man. Tired eating the same thing over and over and over. Just, you don't know what to eat anymore these days, and I'm just tired of it. So you guys shoot me what you guys like. Where can I go find it? How can I make it? Just let me know. Been struggling with that too. I just told my dad the other day, like, man, you don't know what to eat anymore. Like, I'm tired eating the same thing. And it's just like, go to bed hungry. Or just eat some cereal or whatever. I don't know. So it's very struggle, hard challenge. So you guys hit me up on that too. Next thing I want to do is give another word of advice. And I want to say that everyone has a preference when it comes to the person they are attracted to or desire, but that does not mean you don't qualify or fit their description. And when I say that, everyone has a preference in the person, their type of who they want and who they're looking for. And meaning to say that your preference and your type sometimes can match the person that you're looking for, and sometimes it doesn't. But in the case if it doesn't, that does not mean you're not a good person, or you're not enough, or, you know, you are just a bad guy, bad girl. It doesn't mean any of that. Sometimes people just don't match up, and it's okay. Sometimes you just can't force anything. Sometimes you need to let things happen naturally. You need to take time and step away and realize who you are as a person and what qualities you give off, and whether or not you can find that other person who's going to appreciate you. That's the only thing I have to say on that. You don't have to force anything. Trust me, there's someone out there for everyone, whether you want to admit it or like it or not, but it's the truth. And you just got to learn how to deal with it and accept it, because you're going to be better for it at the end of the day. So next thing I want to do is talk about, I would say this is another word of advice. I'll be giving y'all a lot of them in a mix, but I want to say the more you stray away from your regular routine, then the more you mentally become affected, and because you are taken away from your own happiness. Meaning to say, if you have a routine and you love it, if you start to procrastinate, if you start to make excuses, then your drive is gonna get away from that routine. And once that happens, you become mentally stressed, disappointed, depressed, and that's not a good thing. You just want to keep yourself busy in a sense that you can find happiness and you can keep yourself going and motivated. So whatever it is that you do, whether you play sports or whether you practice your craft, whether you like to read, color, doesn't matter. We have to find things that we love that doesn't involve us every day just going to our 9-to-5 jobs and coming home and resting to come back and do the same thing. We have one life to live, and I promise you that's not gonna be me. As you guys can see, I'm here talking to y'all. This is what I love to do, and this is my passion. outside of everything that I have outside with my jobs and everything and my family, I make time to do this, and I'm trying to make time to do this consistently because I love y'all, and I hope y'all love me too, and I hope that I can be consistent and just excel at this, because as you guys can see, I'm a talkative, talk y'all damn head off type of person. But at the end of the day, I love it, and I wouldn't have it any other way at the end of the day. So just find what you want to do that makes you happy, hold on to it, gravitate towards it, pour into it, and just flourish. Because whether you're not, you don't think in your mind that, oh, I can't get anywhere doing this, what I love to do, you're wrong. You're so wrong, and you don't even know how wrong you really are until you realize what you're doing. So next thing I want to do is, I'm just gonna go on a rant. I don't know how, but my damn speaker on my phone where I shoot this damn podcast with, the damn speaker starts staticking. I don't remember water getting into it, sweat, anything like that, but when I have to talk on the damn phone, I have to put it on my damn speaker. My microphone on the ear, static. So just to rant about that, the damn coverage on my phone expired in October when I got this one. I think it was over 2 years ago. Now I have to pay $275 for a replacement phone that will come in 2 days. Whether I decide how long I want to go without talking on the phone like this, or just have a speaker or put my AirPods in, I don't know. But as you guys say, it's like choices. You know, I tried to, if you guys didn't remember, I tried to expand this side of my podcast in terms of me getting a new camera. So I have this situation and I have this situation. So it's like a challenge for me. Like, you know, when are you going to do both? What are you going to prioritize? What's going to make you happy, in a sense? It's like that kind of challenge, you know? It's God putting a challenge into my life, saying, okay, let's put you through this specific type of little test. What are you going to choose, and are you going to make the right decision for what you want in the side of you being happy? So I just take it as that. That's just a little rant I wanted y'all to know about. But yeah, man, it's been a really slow week, you guys. I'm sorry. Not a lot has happened in terms of my eyes of anything interesting for me to talk about. But as you guys, I said earlier, shoot me ideas, topics, anything. I will literally add. I have a damn tablet. I will add it down, and I will shout you out. Instagram, your name, doesn't matter. Hey, shout out to this person for sending me this question, and I will shout it out to y'all, and I will give y'all the platform that y'all want to speak to it. So y'all just let me know. And last thing I want to do is talk about, in terms of music, if you guys didn't hear that Sexy Red new track with Drake, featuring Drake, You My Everything. When I tell you, after what we got with the Kendrick and Drake beef, that was the last thing I want to hear from Drake in terms of, his feature was fire. You know, he did a flip on the Metro Boomin BBL Drizzy beat. He flipped it in a way, kind of fire. But Sexy Red, like, not hating on you. I seen you when you went to the J. Cole Biggest of What tour in New Orleans. But I just want to say, if you guys go listen to that track, I believe that is the definition of anyone, and I mean anyone, can be successful no matter what you do. And you don't have to have a lot of talent to do it. Go listen to that song, and I will tell y'all, you cannot deny that. You can't. And I hold Cardi B for some reason, and I have a good reason, because Cardi, you have not put an album out in over 5 years, and I partially blame you responsible for the creation of someone like Sexy Red, someone who doesn't have a lot of talent, but someone who just caught a wave that popped up, who has got the entire world eating at the palm of her hands, got the streets on lock, and everyone loves her because of her personality. And she got some bangers, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, when you just go listen to that specific track, you will see that doesn't matter. You don't have to be passionate about something. You can just hustle. You can hustle, and at the same time, you can make a hit. You can have a personality. People can gravitate towards you, and you can be famous and successful just like that. It doesn't take much in this day of age in terms of how the level of production that you needed to thrive back in the day. So I just want to say that Drake, you took a loss just by association with that. Cardi put out an album. It's been over 5 years. Sexy, I don't know what you're doing. I seen you on NXT. Shout out to WWE fans out there. That was just something else wild that caught me by surprise on a random Tuesday night. Seeing Sexy Red on NXT. And it was a vibe. But it was just like, okay, what are we doing here? Like, I don't know. But shout out to Sexy Red, man. She getting her money. She getting her fame. So shout out to her. But that's it. That's all the time. That's all the topics I got for y'all today. Like I said, it's been a slow week, but glad to be back. Glad to be in the key to all y'all hearts out there. See y'all guys next week on another episode of Keys to Success podcast. Shout out to the realest nine out there, Mallory Bros out there in DMV area, stand up. Appreciate all y'all for supporting them. Go support them. There are the main reasons that I do this to this day. Dope. And shout out to everyone out there in the W. We here, man. We locked in. We're not going nowhere. So, peace out.